What a WWE SmackDown Live that was last night, guys. So today, this is going to be Matt's WWE SmackDown Live review from last night's show. So here we go. We kicked off WWE SmackDown Live with Here Comes the Money, Shane McMahon, and yes, the GM down Bryan too. And then of course then them both come out together, and of course they say from last week what Orton did and stuff like that, he wants to face Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Well, they're saying this, should it be Randy Orton to face Bray Wyatt? And all the fans are like doing the yeah. And then they were saying, should it be AJ Styles? Yeah, Shane McMahon was saying it should be AJ Styles and stuff like that. And then they were showing some clips and stuff, like 3 clips of last week and last month, and other clips of Randy Orton and them. So that was about it. And then Dylan Bryan says this, well, then tonight we're going to have AJ Styles versus the Viper. Randy Orton, whoever wins that match, will face Bray Wyatt to head on to the main event at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. So that was it for that part. So now we have match number 1 of the night. It is Nikki Bella and John Cena versus Carmella and James Ellsworth. During the match, before it happened, James Ellsworth was on the microphone. He was like saying, I beat AJ Styles 3 times. And also he was also saying different stuff about that John Cena and stuff. And then he says, my girl and stuff like that. And then he says, F-A-B-L-O-U-S. Give it up for my girl, Carmella, James Ellsworth says. Trash talking. And now she comes out, the John Cena, Nikki Bella comes out, and then before the match started, The Miz and Maurice comes out, of course, and then of course, Carmella kicks Nikki Bella, and she was laid out, then went to a commercial. Then when it came back on, Nikki Bella was in a chokehold and stuff like that. And then of course, during the match, Carmella was outside the ring, and then James Ellsworth had to go in the ring. He was like doing this, no, and stuff like that. And that was pretty funny. And then Carmella just pushes John Cena, and then Nikki Bella just slaps John Cena. And then Nikki Bella just slaps Carmella, and then guess what she does? She does the whack attack on Carmella, and then John Cena gives the STF to James Ellsworth, and they both make them tap out at the same time. And that was an amazing match. And also during the match, what they also did the You Can't See Me, and that was pretty funny. I really enjoyed that too. And then after the match too, guys, after that, The Miz and Maurice pulled Nikki Bella and John Cena outside the ring, and then John Cena got thrown into the steel steps, and Maurice threw Nikki Bella into the turnbuckle thing. I mean, not the turnbuckle, the thing of SmackDown Live thing, like the slanted thing of the SmackDown Live logo. She got thrown into. So then the Miz says this on the microphone. This is disgusting of them too. You can see this and stuff like that of them. I love Maurice and stuff like that. I always hang out with her every day and stuff. And all the other stuff he was saying to the Miz and stuff. So that was it for that. And then next we have Face the Fact, Curt Hawkins in the ring. He starts to say, Dean Ambrose, I want you to come out, because last week we were supposed to have a match, so now let's come out and start having our match, and stuff like that, and face the fact, and stuff. So then, of course, Dean Ambrose comes out, and then, of course, Curt Hawkins just runs up to him, and then next he gets a 1 Dirty Deeds, and then before the second one happened, well, then here we go with this, guys. Dean Ambrose goes on the microphone, and he says, well, Baron Corbin, come on out here. I'm calling you out here again. Then, of course, Baron Corbin shows up on the Titantron, and he says this, you're calling me out again? And stuff like that. And he also said this, well, you're not going to get with them like that. You just don't call out the lone wolf and stuff like that, he was saying. And also Dean Ambrose was talking like stuff like that to Baron Corbin. And then of course the next he just says this, well then I'm just gonna have to come right after you then. And then of course and he goes right after him. Before he goes right after him, Dean Ambrose does a second dirty deeds to Curt Hawkins outside of the ring, so that was pretty funny, of course, again. And then of course Jordan backstage, Dean Ambrose gets beat up by Baron Corbin, and then next Baron Corbin goes over to the forklift, and then next he lowers it, and then the referees tell Baron Corbin to stop, and then they try to lift it up, and step on Dean Ambrose, and I really did feel bad for him on that part. And so now we're moving on, guys. We are on to the Alexa Bliss thing. On to Bliss thing. The Alexa and Mickie James both came out together. Alexa Bliss started to say, welcome to the Bliss Mania thing, whatever it was. So that was pretty good. And then she starts talking about it's not going to be her that faces Naomi at WrestleMania, who is hurt and stuff like that, she was saying. And it's not going to be the Becky Lynch, she was saying. And of course, she was talking about Becky Lynch, of course. So then, of course, out comes, whoa, Becky Lynch. And she says, I'll take that SmackDown Women's title off of you at WrestleMania. And then, of course, Natalya comes out, of course, and she says, whoa, wait a minute. What about from last week to Alexa Bliss? Of course, she says to her. She says, we had an agreement from last week. It was going to be me and you. And then, of course, Alexa Bliss says, hold on, wait a minute. And then Mickie James says, shut up, you just ruined a moment here. And stuff like that, Mickie James was saying. Alexa, you promised it was going to be me and you facing at WrestleMania for the belt. And then they were saying this, the two women were saying this, oh, you're gonna go do that in front of our backs and stuff like that and all the other stuff. They were saying, so then next out comes the GM Dale Bryan, and all the fans are doing the yes. He comes out, then he says, this one got an F, the Alexa Bliss thing. So then he says, well, at WrestleMania, it is gonna be the whole SmackDown woman roster faces Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And then, of course, Dan Bryan was having a little bit of argument with her. Then she starts saying, you can't do that to me, she was saying. They said, yes, I could with Dan Bryan because I'm the GM. And then, of course, they says, well, then, to get this straight out of the way, our revenge, we're going to have a tag team match. It is going to be Becky Lynch and Natalya versus Mickie James and the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Now, there we go. Now we have match number 2 of the night. It is Natalya and Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. And during the match, Natalya turned on Becky Lynch and she German suplexed her. And then, of course, Alexa Bliss just go for the pin. And then, of course, after the match, I was shocked about this. Mickie James, she kicked Alexa Bliss in the face. And then she hold on to the SmackDown Live Women's Champion like this. So that was pretty shocking, and I really enjoyed that part. I was like, when that happened again, that was pretty shocking. She turned on her. Because it's every woman's from themselves at WrestleMania, guys. And so now we have the main event of the night. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton for the first time for the #1 contender whoever faces Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And before the match starts, AJ Styles comes out first and he starts talking on the microphone and starts saying this: I should be the one main eventing at WrestleMania and stuff like that. And then, of course, AJ starts saying this about he should be main event WrestleMania and all the other stuff. And so then next, Randy Orton comes down. And next they have their match. And this match was epic. I really enjoyed this match, guys. It was pretty good. And also during the match, Randy Orton's knee was hurting him, his leg was hurting him and stuff like that. And then of course, AJ Styles was trying to do the phenomenal forearm twice, but then guess what? The second one failed, and Randy Orton hit the RKO. And then guess what? For the 1, 2, 3, and it is Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 33 for the WWE Championship. And Randy Orton goes like this to end the show. So what a SmackDown Live that was last night, guys. And also, during Talking Smack, they were showing a video clip that I saw. Two guys, they were showing AJ Styles was going in the back, and he also had an argument with the commissioner, Shane McMahon, and he says he was upset about his loss and stuff and everything else. He was having arguments, so then all the security guys with the commissioner Shane McMahon, they were all getting all upset and stuff like that, guys. So that was pretty shocking. Shane McMahon and AJ Styles argument and stuff like that. They were having an argument and heated backstage over there. So that was pretty shocking. So that was it for SmackDown Live. So guys, once again, hope y'all enjoying my WWE SmackDown Live review. So guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. See ya.